party. We came and met a rat guy. We had a horrendous leopard gecko just surrendered. And then we get a call. There's a 6-foot snake that's probably man measurements. So we know it's probably going to be like 4 or 5. Be 3. 3 foot. At an apartment complex right down the road. So we are heading that way. And stay tuned. Let's see what it is. Here we go.
Magnolia crest.
Oh, the gate's open.
Hopefully it's
even better. Okay, so I just talked to a resident, and the resident showed me a picture of it. It is just a rat snake. Well-fed rat snake, but still just a rat snake. I've let the leasing office know it is against the law to kill non-venomous snakes. But at least they can spread the word that it's not venomous at all. So we're gonna just look around. It could be anywhere. Then she's like, oh, well, it was last night that we saw it. So we're gonna see if he's hanging around. He could be high, he could be low, he could be anywhere. So I'll let you know if we find it. You know, they don't want to make this easy on us or nothing. Let's just go ahead and look in the bushes and let me find something else that ain't the rat snake.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, it's like right over here, right by the tennis court. It's like right there. Yeah, don't squeeze.
There you go.
Came out here for a rat snake,
Look
and
at
we're
there.
educating a youngin.
This one is called a ball python.
They're from
Actually-
Africa.
Actually, he doesn't even really have a name yet. You want to name him? What do you want to name him? You tell me. What do you think?
So unfortunately, somebody killed it. So that wasn't the ending that I wanted, but if I take away anything positive from this, we got to educate, and since we had Casper and our newly named snake in the car, his name is Asher. You know, because people found out that we were there looking for the snake, they were kind of coming out of their apartments and stuff and telling me what they saw, and I was telling them, you know, what to expect and how they're not going to chase you, and the bushes that are in front of the buildings and the downspouts that are like forever long is just like the perfect hiding spot for these snakes. I explained to them what they're there for. I said I'd much rather have one snake versus a bunch of rodents coming in my dryer vents or whatever into my home. So we got out our own snakes, and they got to hold them and interact with them. So overall, the poor snake won. One day, guys will learn to measure properly. It was not 6 foot. It was 3 foot. It's a lifelong problem with men and their, you know, measuring issues. It was barely 3 foot. It's, as you can see, I mean, I showed it. Somebody had thrown it on an ant bed, and they're like, well, it'll help it decompose. Yes, I get that, but it was right in front of the breezeway for the apartment complex, so it's gonna stink. So we went ahead and took it up to the trash compactor. That way it's out of everybody's sight. People are not going to freak out, whatever. And I talked to the owner or the leasing manager. So we're going to look at possibly bringing some kind of program, and I'll bring our local native stuff so they can kind of get an understanding. Don't have to cuddle snakes, but at least have an understanding. A lot of people fear the unknown. You know, somewhere in our life, people explain to us what dogs do, what cats do when they don't want to be messed with. Had snakes and other animals been the same way, we wouldn't be scared of them, you know.
Unfortunately, society has taught everyone that snakes are evil and they'll eat you and suffocate you, and that's not the case.
Yeah, so that was one of the things that got brought up. Well, I'm worried about the dogs. I said, I'm worried about the dogs hurting a snake. Well, what about the kids? I'm worried about the kids hurting a snake. And I explained to them, once they learned that the snakes can't eat bigger than their girth, I said, even my big boy in the car couldn't eat us if he was that hungry. So overall, it was a good educational moment, but unfortunately, the 3 foot snake, not 6 foot snake, he lost his life for it. So
yeah, men, do better. Do better at your measuring skills, please. 6 foot.
6 foot. I even told them, I said, you know, I said I would have picked it up even at 6 foot with my bare hands. You know, I explained to them, even if it did bite me, yeah, it'd be annoying. I'm not gonna cry. It's not even really gonna hurt. It's a rat snake. But here we are. So, guys, thanks for joining us. I was hoping for a better outcome. But hopefully in the end we'll be able to help educate the entire complex and that they will learn more about snakes and coexisting with them. Thanks.